Alright, so we're checking out this skate park that I've seen some pictures of. This is a skate park in Warren, Vermont, and the cool thing about this park is this is a DIY park. All of this concrete work was done by volunteers, crowdfunding, and everything. So it's a little bit interesting. You'll see some things that you probably wouldn't see at a normal park, and they've been like building it in phases. I think this one was built pretty recently in like 2022. I think this is cool. They wove the bowl into a rock, or the ledge, whatever you want to call this. What is in here? Isn't this interesting?
Yeah.
Every park has a different flow. Alright, let's go try to make sense of this park. Whoa. I think either they got better at as time went on. I feel like that's like an early stage, and then like this is like the newer stuff, because it like that stuff feels professional. I think one thing that a lot of parks take for granted is shade. Because like when you're like hanging out and resting, if you're baking in the sun, or you're just like wearing yourself out. So it's cool that there's a bunch of trees here still. You still have a little bit of refuge from the sun. This is very cool. I really like seeing DIY parks, and this one's really impressive. It's built by skaters, so the flow's gonna be a little bit awkward on a bike, and they don't have quite the funding as like a, you know, big town or whatever, but like what they pulled off is pretty incredible. Like some small things to like take note of is these drainages on top. You kind of take those for granted, but you know, prevents water from going there, and instead it ends up over there, not in the skate park. So obviously the people knew what they were doing. I've never worked with concrete, so I have no idea how hard this is to build. I think this area is the most interesting to me right now. Got a hip right here. Let's go ahead and squeegee this. I think they could use a new squeegee. When you're dealing with puddles, you can either try to push them towards the drain, or you can just spread the water out. Sometimes spreading the water out works best. Alright, luckily it's windy, so this will dry out in a few minutes. Okay, let's see. I gotta say, this gap's actually pretty scary. Yeah. It's like not big, but it's steep. Oh, I don't like that lift at all. It's very... There to there seems like it has a better transition. Oh, I have commitment issues. It's like a 2-foot jump. Let me play around with it some more. That's one of the ways you can work your way into doing bigger features. Just gotta be observant to find different lines. A lot easier to do when the park isn't crowded. Do yourself a favor and go up the quarter pipe and get a little bit of speed. Happy with that one, or?
I was happy with that one. Because I went higher on that one than...
Too fast.
Too fast.
What? There we go. If you look from here, you can look right there where the design is. There's a crack running through the design. And on the far side of the crack, it's lower, so it's a more gradual pop. Yeah, if you go right here, it feels fine. But go to that side of the crack and it's got this weird... There we go. Oh,
Your pedals are already drying.
I'm happy with that.
Good job, Ray.
Regardless of what I do from here on out.
Yeah.
Gotta scare yourself every day.
Do you think they like buy these? Or
Yeah, you can buy them by the strip. Every so often there's like a non-uniform gap.
Yeah.
That's where the seam is.
All right.
Well, like right here, right here. Okay, what I want to do now is I want to gap this. I should add, this is the first time I've been on my BMX bike since I was at Woodward. So, it's been about a month since I've ridden this thing. You may remember that I had issue with one of my bolts stripping out. I ended up putting a Healy coil in it. Obviously the bolts were tight enough because like the bars actually had deformed. What happened is there's a bunch of grease from these bolts that got onto this area. I wasn't getting a like, good friction when it was clamped, so went ahead to clean that out, and seems like it's working now, so that's good to know. Hi, I want to go explore the rock. It's just rides so weird. Hi, channel gap. My back tire rolled on me.
Oh no.
I don't know if it rolled or slid. Can I give you a challenge? You know the gap I'm doing where there's that green coping paint?
Yeah.
Instead of gapping it, roll up, over, and back down. It's safe, you can do it. It's intimidating because it's like a much steeper transition than what we find on mountain bike trails.
Yeah.
But it works. You come in with a little bit more speed than you think you need. Too slow, too slow. You got this. You had it. You got this, Haley. Yep. All right, let's reason through this.
Every time I do something like coming out of a quarter pipe like this, and I get to like here, I know that feeling makes me panic, and then my feet go woo.
Learning this will help you on the trail. I'm gonna let you to your devices, and I'm going to play around. Oh, I used to be way better at those. I find that scary now.
Yeah.
If you just tell yourself you're going to do it, like before you turn around, just commit. Because like making the decision before you get there takes part of the anxiety away. Was having the speed from the like roller just like that much? Yeah.
Pedaling straight out.
You did it so casually that it didn't register that to me that you did it. Pretty happy with how I was riding this park. There's a little bit of a learning curve, so I have a few more things I could probably do in the future, but I'm easing my way back into BMX. I feel like if it was more like a typical skate park with like box jumps and stuff, you'd see a different side, but like this is just, bowls are always weird. They're always different, and it's the square edges and the coping that like sketch me out. All right, I'm pretty happy with how this park went, or pretty happy with how I was riding this park. There's a little bit of a learning curve, so I have a few more things I could probably do in the future, but Alright, now we're at our second destination. I'm gonna do the intro here because there's someone at the park and it's a really small park, so we're gonna be kind of on top of each other. It's the photos like don't show this expansion. I knew they expanded it a little bit, but it's like it's the tiniest skate park you've ever seen. I'm surprised it was smaller.
What's that?
I'm surprised it was even smaller.
I know, right? It's just that one line.
I can't tell if those are mountain bike trails or just hiking trails over there. Oh, these are the ridgeline stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I heard your front tire slide a little bit.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that. I was like, oh, okay.
I wish like the transition from the short quarter pipe to the big quarter pipe, there's like a little bit of like hipped into it.
Yeah.
Because that would make that section like flow so much better. Do you know if they have plans to expand this even more?
God, I hope so. I don't know who designed this, but they had no idea what they were doing.
It's interesting.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful it's here, but like a bunch of my friends wanted to help design this and the town shot them down, and then you end up with this.
Yeah.
It was designed by someone that does not ride a skateboard or a bike. I don't know, I've been skating for 20 years and I'm a bit of a hater. All you gotta do is like ask some people that actually participate in this and listen to them. Like, you can ride it, you know, but like how many people can ride that thing in the middle? Like, why didn't you put a spine there? You have to have transition, put a spine there. And it's also, it's the East Coast, like kids skate flat ground and skate ledges. Like, yeah, they'll probably expand it and build some more bullet. Mountain bikers will rip through and get pebbles all through and mud. The only people that are here are people riding the mountain bike trails. Like I said, there's no kid within a 50-mile radius that's like serious about skateboarding. And like, I do attribute that to no one listening to the kids.
Yeah.
You know, no one listening to the people that have been skating for a long time being like, no, just force lap. I just...
How's it going, guys?
Fine.
Hey.
Any kind of wheels are okay, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've got wheels.
How's it going?
Ooh, hot food
Okay. I'm going home now.
Have a good one, man.
Oh man, now what are you gonna do? Dude, I think you better back off and go another way and then give it another try. Well, Whoa is right. The object is to keep your feet on the pedals the whole time.
Have a good one. For my mountain bike friends watching this, which most of my audience is, when you come to a skate park with a mountain bike, if you do, first of all, look and observe. Look to see if there's a flow going on, and try to not disrupt the flow of the park. Like, the flow is this way, don't go this way, and don't go out of the park and then into the park. Not only that, but like when you ride on grass and gravel and mud and you drag it into the park, that's not an issue when you have big wheels, but if you have a skateboard, a little pebble on a skateboard is treacherous. So I know this is public property and like everyone's welcome here, but nice, nice. I am trying to find a way to transition from there to here. Dude, I'd like to be able to keep my speed. Oh, that's so weird. Okay, I have a line that I want to see if I can perfect. Ah. Woo-hoo-hoo. I was happy with that.
Maybe not joshed up high, but...
So he's got nothing on me.
No place I wish had a good skate park. Littleton.
Yeah. I mean, what do you mean? Bethlehem. It's the greatest skate park on the face of the earth. Like, you have to be a pretty good rider to be able to ride this well. Otherwise, it's just kind of awkward. But anyway, I think that's where we're gonna end off this skate park video.